Cory Sandhagen and Yadong Song in the bantamweight division, the main event, 5 rounds. In the UFC bantamweight division on September 17th, the Chinese 24.5-year-old prospect Yadong Song, with a 19-6-1 record, beating Marlon Chito Vera, Casey Kenny, Julio Arce, and Marlon Moraes, is going to be fighting Cory Sandhagen, and this is my full prediction and breakdown for this UFC bantamweight fight. Now, let's talk wrestling and grappling. Really is not too much to go off of. Yeah, there's a little bit of jiu-jitsu there for Cory Sandhagen and things like that. Got a good submission game. Had a very, very solid, knee bar against TJ Dillashaw in his last one right there. But is there really going to be too much wrestling, grappling in this fight? I highly doubt it. I highly doubt a fight with Yadong Song, one of the most powerful guys in this UFC bantamweight division, versus one of the most technical guys coming off one of the best fights in bantamweight division history, is going to go out there and, wrestle and grapple with Song Yadong. I really, really doubt that is going to happen. But Song Yadong does have a 60% takedown defense, only gets taken down every now and then, but really is not controlled in any of those fights, just kind of held there for like 30 seconds, 40 seconds. So I really doubt wrestling and grappling is going to play that big of a factor in this fight. So do I think there's going to be a finish? No. Cory Sandhagen, yes, he got submitted by Aljamain Sterling, but he knocked out Moraes, he knocked out Frankie Edgar, but Dillashaw, Yan, none of these guys are able to go out there and knock out Cory Sandhagen. So no, I'm not gonna leave a Song Yadong TKO on the table. It's not gonna happen. Yadong is powerful, yes, but the power that he was able to show was against some guys that are aging out in their careers: Marlon Moraes, Julio Arce, Alejandro Perez, Felipe Arantes, Barat Karandri. I mean, a lot of these guys, they're okay, but the guys he's knocking out are no freaking Cory Sandhagen. So, yeah, he might have the power advantage over Cory Sandhagen, not going to knock him out. So, I do think the fight goes all the way. I don't think Cory's going to knock out Song Yadong in the fight either. I do think the fight does go to a decision, and I think Cory Sandhagen is going to throw a lot more volume. Yadong throws some good volume. He's got decent kicking game, not as good as Cory Sandhagen, but he does have that power advantage. So even if the volume is heavily favoring Cory Sandhagen in the fight, it only really takes some good big moments for Yadong Song, just closing that distance, throwing some really big shots, kind of like how we saw Marlon Vera beat Rob Font. That's the way I would see Yadong Song winning. I don't see him winning. My overall prediction for the fight is going to be Cory Sandhagen by 49-46 decision, but if I were to give the fight to Song Yadong, it would have to be the way Marlon Vera went out there to beat Rob Font. That'd literally be the only way to win. Because if you remember that fight, Rob Font had about double the strikes, but Marlon Vera had 3 knockdowns and just landed way harder strikes, and he still won the fight. So that is the only way I see Marlon Vera winning, is see Song Yadong winning is how Marlon Vera beat Rob Font, and I just can't see Yadong Song knocking down, hurting Cory Sandhagen or anything like that, and not to mention closing the distance on such an elusive, technical striker like Cory Sandhagen is going to be a really tough thing to swallow, as he's been fighting more small, stocky opponents recently, like Casey Kenny, like Julio Arce, like Marlon Moraes, Kyler Phillips. None of these guys have really been tall and rangy like Cory Sandhagen. So I think Cory Sandhagen keeps the fight at range and kind of picks apart Song Yadong as he's coming in to the inside. 49-46 unanimous decision for Cory Sandhagen in the UFC bantamweight division. But do I think Yadong Song could be a future UFC champion? For sure. He on any given day, he can beat Aljamain Sterling. On any given day, he can beat Petr Yan. On any given day, he can beat any fighter in this UFC bantamweight division. So, and he's got a lot of time to improve. He's only 24 years old, but this is too much too soon for Yadong Song. Already moving to the top 5 of the bantamweight division. It's not going to look good. Cory Sandhagen, unanimous decision.